Hey folks, how's it going? I'm Josh, and I'm going to be checking out Karl Pilkington has a rant on 5 Live. Now, only a few people were asking for this, and it was Karl, so I was curious, so I started checking it out. Especially, it's only like 3 minutes and 41 seconds. So, guys, please leave comments below, because all our videos will make sure comments and recommendations. And if you are subscribed, we check out those comments and recommendations first. So let's check out this.
It's 3 minutes of the news, and guess who's on the phone? And by the way, he said no initially because he was going out, and someone through that, twisted his arm. Karl Pilkington, good afternoon.
All right, what's going on?
You all right, mate?
Yeah. I just start, I'm grouting. Up a ladder, phone keeps ringing, eight missed calls. I'm thinking, it must be important, someone's died or something.
But I don't know.
A fella saying, come on the radio.
He said grouting? What's grouting? Is he putting towels down? Is that what he means? Okay, I'm just going to keep watching.
Don't understand.
I got on the radio all week.
We're listening.
Plug the DVD, which is out now abroad. Nobody was interested. Suddenly you're on, you say call him up, but everyone's got to start panicking, getting me on the air. What?
Why are you still grouting? You've been grouting all week. I mean, it must be... Are you doing a shoddy job, or are you going over things? I don't understand.
They're little small tiles, aren't they? It takes ages.
But, Karl...
No, you've never done it in your life.
No, I don't. No, because my time is... I get paid more than a tiler, so it'd be mad for me to spend my time tiling. I wouldn't be saving money,
right.
I'd be losing money. So
right.
you earn more than a tiler.
Well,
So
no, I don't. Not at the moment. Nothing's happening, is it? Nothing's rolling in at the moment.
DVDs
No work is coming in.
your DVD's at number 5 in the
Yeah,
charts.
but hey, Richard, you don't see that money for ages, mate. Honestly, nothing happens.
He's so annoyed. He was annoyed, right? We've just got an animation in America, Canada, Scandinavia, Australia, Channel 4, right? Being second series being made.
Yeah.
All those things.
Yeah.
He's
Amazing.
going. When are we getting paid? When are we getting paid? He thinks it's going to come every week in a little brown envelope with gum on it. No, it doesn't.
I don't know how long I'm going to be around for. And anything else, like you say, if I was a tiler, I'd do the tiling and then the person would pay me.
Right.
But in this line of work, everyone's always quite ready yet. The money's in a pot. Where's the pot? Where's the money? It just annoys me because someone could buy it who's signed this off.
Karl.
And
That was a metaphor. There's no real pot. When they said, "Oh, it's got to go in the pot," they meant all those DVDs. They go in there and they see what the profit is, and then we get a profit share. Most people don't get a profit share. You have walked into this job under the wing of me and Steve Merchant. You should be so lucky. You've had the easiest ride of anyone in entertainment ever in the history of the world.
oh, it's not good though. Everyone keeps going, "Oh, you must be a millionaire." No, I'm not, because the money's split. So many hands are out. Every job I do. Ricky and Steve weren't away with me when I was abroad, yet they get a big bib. They put their hand out. Their agents have got their hands out. I am not a millionaire, so let's get that out there. I'm stint at the moment. No money's coming in. I've just been on the phone then. The reason I didn't answer one of the 8 calls that I've just had is because I was on the phone to the electric people, giving them a meter reading. They'll want paying on time. I can't just tell them, "Oh, the money's in the pot." The money's in the pot. You can have it when I get the pot. I don't know when I'm getting paid. That's how it works. Think of it.
Good. Well, thanks very much, Karl.
Yeah, thank you, Karl. Karl, what room are you grouting?
Just in the kitchen.
It's in the kitchen, right? Okay.
But what are you? Is it all tiled? It must be like being
No,
inside a bath.
Well, there's one wall that there was tiles up. I pulled some off. The wall underneath was damaged, so I thought, right, I best not pull them all off. But what I'll do, I'll get my Dremel out. I'll take out all the grout.
You what?
The Dremel. It's like a tool that you use for getting the grout out.
Right.
Take out all the grout. Put new grout in. They look as good as new.
Thanks,
Anyway, time for the news.
Karl. He knows the format of 5 Live. Thank you, Karl. Bye-bye. An idiot brought us out now. It's 3 minutes.
Oops. I enjoyed that. That was funny. He really sounded fed up, man. And that's crazy. Like Karl really is like, I guess, an everyday, like, normal average Joe, man. Like he said, I know part of it's because he didn't have money coming in, but the dude's tiling his own kitchen, and like Ricky didn't even know what he called a Dremel was, like a rotary tool. He didn't even know what that was. And for a second I was like, Groudon. I didn't know what he meant at first, but like now it makes sense. Usually when we say we're doing we just say we're tiling the floor. And we use grout to fill it, but we just say we're tiling the floor. So he was saying he's grouting. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what he was saying. So I mean, different terminology. But yeah, it's just funny. Like And like you're saying, like most people aren't used to that. And most, like even like a company, you can't tell your mortgage company, electric company, phone bill that, hey, there's a pot. The way I get paid is through like profit sharing, and I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but when they come down with all the numbers, I got you. They don't care about that. It's on a cycle. It's a monthly cycle. You're gonna pay every month. Could be different in the UK, but here you pay your bills every month. It's bi-monthly if it's like sewage and stuff like that. So, like you said, you can't really tell those places that there's a pot when I get my pot kind of thing. So I definitely understand this frustration for somebody who don't just have like a large lump sum of income to keep pulling from until your pot comes in. A pot and profit sharing, all that stuff works. That works great if you already have money to pull from, like while you waiting for it. I think I said most people are used to monthly or bi-monthly bills, or weekly or bi-weekly pay. Some cases your contractor or something like that, for example, like what my brother does with his business, he gets paid by the job. Because he just left retail about 6 months ago. He's been in retail most of his life, just like me. And he finally took that leap. And that's a hard leap to take, man, because so many people, there's comfort in that. Knowing that I work these many hours, that I'm going to get this amount of money at the end of 2 weeks. And unless your salary like me, that you at least know that the dollar amount you're going to get never changes. Unfortunately, it never changes. So like I can work, I never work under 45 hours, but I can work a 60-hour week, 70-hour, whatever it is, and the dollar amount never changes because your salary. So it's ups and downs. You know, you're going to have that consistent income coming in every 2 weeks, but also that it's never going to change no matter how much work hours you put into it. There's no reward for putting more hours. It's always that same amount of money. So yeah, dude, I would be just as frustrated. Like if I was Karl, like, dude, I'm an everyday guy. You can't think of me in terms of like a celebrity millionaire, because I'm not. So that's why I'm frustrated. I want my money. You can't just tell me there's a pot kind of thing. And I know in the end it's better because he's gonna get more money as opposed to just paying him like an hourly wage or cut a check right in the beginning or whatever. So I definitely get, but I really do get his frustration, man. I will be pretty irritated too. Karl's funny. It's funny like how Ricky Gervais, like, he'll never towel because he gets paid more than a Tyler, so it's just like his time is worth more than that, so you hire a Tyler. And he was like, he said, you make more than a Tyler. Not at the moment. No, I don't. Oh, that was good. You can tell he was irritated. They freaking called him 8 times. Oh God, that was good. I enjoyed it. That was such a short video, but it was funny. Ricky just seems like a universal pass, but that's funny. That's his person. That's good. I like that about him. I'm not even talking bad about Ricky. It's just funny how like he gets so much pleasure out of irritating Karl, and I think he knew Karl would be irritated. And he said, while the DVD sales and stuff were going on, like nobody's listening, nobody's calling, none of that jazz. But now you guys want to freaking bother me while I'm at home trying to tile my kitchen. Now it's like a 911 thing that you got to talk to me, and people need to hear from me and all that jazz. But when it was the time for that, when we were trying to push the DVD and promote and all that jazz, nobody's freaking calling in and stuff. So yeah, all the stuff, I'll be irritated too. I'll be a little frustrated too with the whole process. And Ricky's funny. I think it's that's a fun. I like their friendship because I really feel like a lot of friendships can like you poke jabs at each other. I do that with I jab at Tay all the time. I'm always messing with Tay. Me and Tay always pick on each other. We always talk stuff to each other. Me and my buddy Jeff always like pick on each other. It's real fun. Like it's a good friendship. I enjoy those type of friendships. They feel more honest and open. Because if you're around, everybody knows you've been around like fake people who are fake nice and stuff like that. It's fun. It's definitely much better to have like a more genuine relationship where you can do that with each other, and those things aren't taken so seriously when you tell like a joke. I don't take Tay and I make a bunch of like different jokes with each other, and so from the outside looking in, people think like, oh man, those are some harsh jokes. Like have friends and couples who say stuff like that. Like, that's really, really harsh. And that's what made me think about, I know I jump around sometimes, but like friends like, man, that's a harsh joke. Like, nah, Tay knows I'm joking, or just like when she says to me, she knows I'm joking. And everybody's stuff is different. That's when I was like, when watching Idiot Abroad, and Karl seemed super upset that he didn't get that hero's welcome from his girl. And he constantly said all this stuff like about like how she like says negative stuff, or she don't listen to him when he's talking. I'm like, dang, bud, are you in the like right relationship? And like somebody said some in the comments like, yeah, dude, like that's just kind of how the relationship are. They kind of show how they love each other in different ways. Like he always says like she always does the cooking because he can't cook, but he always does the cleaning. They kind of balance things out, and she does like little things Like, for example, like her way of showing that he's needed is her calling him while he's across the world to say like, hey, this is what's going on with I need help with the DVD player, or the boiler's messed up. It's to let Karl know that, like, yeah, I do need you, I do love you. And that comment that she made about like she can live without him was just her poking jabs at him. So it makes a lot more sense now. Somebody really cleared that up, because every time I saw him, like, he just complained about how big her butt was. She don't listen to his stories when he's talking, or like she don't think some of his jokes are funny. And then she said she could live without him. Like, dang, that's cold blooded. But somebody explained it. I'm like, yeah, dude, that makes a lot of sense. Very insightful, man. Because from the outside in, people look at me and Tay's jokes like that and be like, dude, that's a bad relationship. Like, no, dude, like we can mess with each other. Me and I could truly say me and Tay are friends. Like we're in a relationship, but we're friends. We love a lot of the same stuff. We get to joke with each other and all that jazz. So yeah, Karl's funny. This whole thing was funny. I'm already at 11 minutes on a 4-minute video. I do that sometimes. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really hope you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. Hopefully you guys are spending time with friends and family. And I'm looking forward to checking out season 2 of Idiot or Bride, and then the other show, The Moaning of Life. Yes. All right, guys. That's all for this one. I'll see you in the next one. And I'm in the wrong thing. Later.